Hello, gorgeous! Okay, so the green contacts and green dress combo were not an accident. I've been really wanting to combine the two for a really nice holiday look. Shout out to Theodore e.l.f, who's responsible for this really glam updo. Wait until the end of the video so that he can show you how it's done. And thank you so much to Sultra for sending him some really awesome tools to create the look with. But first, I'm going to show you how I did my makeup. So I started out with the eyes first, and I'm going to be applying a primer all over my lids just to keep all eyeshadows in place throughout something like a holiday party. For an overall base, I'm just going to take a matte eyeshadow that's close to my skin tone, and I'm buffing that all over the lids. It's just going to make a really nice smooth base for us to blend other shadows on top of. A little bit of a taupe or a warm brown shade that's deeper than my skin tone is going into the crease and right along the sockets just to create some depth and give other eyeshadows something to transition into. I do this practically all the time, and using that same fluffy brush, I'm tracing along the lower lash line just to have a nice hazy effect all around. Gives a little bit of mystery and really helps to balance out the look a bit. And then here I'm taking this emerald eyeshadow from this e.l.f. palette in Smoke and applying that to the inner and outer thirds of the sockets, just leaving that center to be bare or at least have that taupe shadow. And then with a different brush, I'm blending that in and softening it. I just thought that a green would be an unexpected touch to see in the crease. And it might look a little bit strange now, but trust me, it's going to come together at the end. Just stick with me. I'm taking a flatter brush and I'm patting a matte eyeshadow that's lighter than my skin tone just to brighten up the lids a bit and bump up that contrast between the earthy tones in the crease and the rest of the eye. It's kind of like a cut crease sort of effect, just not as intense. I then used a black gel liner and a tiny eyeliner brush to line along my upper lash line and create a wing. Feel free to line your eyes however looks best on you. I love to create a point at the inner corners as it helps to elongate the look of my eyes, which I really like. I'm then taking this cranberry shade from the e.l.f. Sunset palette and I'm dabbing that along the lower lash line. This is really going to make the greens pop, and it's also really festive. So I dab that on and then I'm softening the edges a bit with a fluffier eyeshadow brush. I love using fluffy eyeshadow brushes to give a really nice soft wash of color. It's a great way to wear bold colors in a tasteful, subtle way that's not going to overwhelm your whole entire face. And now I'm just finishing with lots and lots of black mascara and some dramatic false lashes. These are the House of Lashes falsies in Iconic. And now I'm doing what I like to think of as almost reverse contouring, but most people just call it highlighting. I'm just brightening the areas that I want to bring forward with a lighter concealer. But I'm still going to add some depth with a darker cream foundation just to chisel out those cheekbones and also slim the nose a little bit, add a little bit more definition. And I'm using this really small tapered brush from e.l.f. It's like a tapered small face brush. And I've just fallen in love with it while filming these videos with Theodore. It just blends creams and liquids out beautifully, and it's really easy to clean. I'm setting all of that in place with a light dusting of powder. And then I'm using a tan blush that's matte, so no shimmer, just to add some warmth and a little extra definition, because sometimes I feel like liquids and creams can be kind of subtle, which I like, but I did want to bump things up a little bit since it's supposed to be a party look. I'm using this e.l.f. HD blush as a lipstick. This is called Showstopper, and it's so pigmented. A little goes a really long way. I like to use a flat brush to paint on darker lip colors just because they give you a lot more control, which I find is really important when you're using colors like this, which are kind of unforgiving when you make mistakes. And then I use a different brush that's pretty much the same thing. It's just like a flat eyeliner brush to apply some concealer around the edges just to clean things up and just tidy everything up and make it look more polished. And that's all for the makeup look, but we're not done. Go ahead and click my face to watch how Theodore created this super glam and easy updo with the help of some fabulous hair tools from Sultra. If you're watching this on your phone, just check the description box for a link. As always, I look forward to talking to you again very soon. Bye!